What's up, family? Man, I want to have a heart to heart with you guys today. Man, we have to slow down. You know what I mean? We have to slow down. You know what I mean? It's that time of the year. Um, man, and I've talked about this a lot. You know what I mean? A lot, especially this time of the year. I talk about it a lot. Man, we have to understand that other people are catching hell too. I know we're going through what we're going through and it hurts and it's whatever it is that we're dealing with, man, but other people are catching hell too. Other people feel lonely too. Other people are hurting too. And a lot of times they're hurting more than you are. But we don't see that, we don't understand that, and it don't feel like that. You know what I mean? Stay with me, we're going somewhere. It's this is a time of year that more people commit suicide in America than any other time of the year. And the trip is it's the holiday season. It's supposed to be the time of giving, the time of family, friends, and love, and all that other stuff. But it's also the loneliest time of the year. See, there's so many people that have lost a loved one, you know, and that family member isn't with them at this time. And so, or lost a relationship. And so now it's like even lonelier. You know what I mean? Because it's all a superficial sorts, man, holiday gifts and all the other stupid shit that we've made it to be. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with holiday seasons. And I know a lot of us, we get so fucking religious and so fucking caught up into being fucking woke. We don't celebrate shit. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. I don't give a fuck. Do what you do. You know what I mean? But don't get so twisted. Don't get so caught up that you demonize people getting together and spending time with family and friends. Don't get so fucking superficial, so fucking woke that you look down on people because they're giving each other a fucking gift or they're sharing something or they're getting together and having fun together. Don't get so fucking woke, so fucking enlightened. That motherfuckers having fun is a bad thing. You know what I mean? We have to learn how to stay grounded. You know what I mean? And again, understand that people are catching hell. People are killing themselves. It's true. Somebody sent me something, said something that blew me away. I never thought about that. I never even knew that. And again, I'm from California. You know what I mean? And so we California is different. You know what I mean? The California is different. It is what it is, but it is different. You know what I mean? But being from California, I had a perspective of New York. You know what I mean? And when you said New York, New York City, and somebody sent me something because I've heard a lot about how violent and how, just crazy New York City was, right? And so when I got to New York City, I didn't understand that, man, this ain't nothing like I thought it was. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. I thought New York City, man, I'm from Cali and man, whoop doo doo whoop, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. But it ain't like I thought it was. You know what I mean? And so, but somebody sent me something. More people commit suicide in New York City than are murdered. And that hit me, that shook me. Like, hold on, wait a minute. I thought New York City was grimy as fuck. I thought New York City was supposed to be the hustle and the bustle and just about that street life. And don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. New York, they got that shit. You know what I mean? They bought that shit. But it wasn't like it was played up to be out in Cali. And again, same thing with Cali. Cali, they bought that life. But a lot of times we hype shit up in our own little world, in our own little imaginations. We make it out to be worse than what it is. And sometimes we do that in our own lives. We're going through our own hell. We're catching our own drama, our own emotions, our own feelings. You know what I mean? And we blow it out of proportion because we feel a certain way. Man, we glamorize it. We magnify the shit. to be a whole lot worse than what it really is. And a lot of times, because we're not in a relationship, we magnify that not being in a relationship to, man, I'm lonely. And we make it something that it really ain't. And what God had to show me is Elijah. I'm talking about a lot of things, but I'm talking about the same thing. Stay with me. Elijah, tell the people, remind the people that when you were in school, when you were a kid, you would be in a class from 30 something people, and you would have to sit there. And sometimes the teachers would just throw you a pop quiz. Sometimes the teacher would give you a long ass fucking test. The same thing is true in adult life. Stay with me. What am I saying? You could be in a classroom, 30, 31 people, and you would have to take a test. And you couldn't ask nobody the question. You sit and you're surrounded by people. But now I got to figure this shit out on my own. I ain't got nobody to fucking talk to. Nobody could fucking help me. And if I talk to somebody, automatic failure. You failed the test because they thought you were cheating. Stay with me. Sometimes in life, universe, source, God, the Most High, has to sit your ass down and give you a fucking test. Sit your ass down. Don't talk to nobody. Take your ass to work, bring your ass home. You're not going to be in no fucking relationship. And so many people, this is so hard. It's so hard because we've been so preoccupied with being in relationships. We've been in so many fucking relationships. Everybody around us seems to be in a fucking relationship. So we've normalized this. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. So now we don't even know how to be alone. We don't even know how to sit our ass down and take a test all by ourselves. Because I gotta have somebody with me. I gotta wake up every day next to somebody. Even if I don't really like them. Even if I'm not in love with them. Even if we don't have anything in what's the word? Um, we're not connected like that. Just the fact that, man, they're here with me. I'm not alone. Having somebody next to me is better. And even though we don't talk like we used to, even though we don't laugh like we used to, even though we don't do things together like we used to, it's better than going to bed alone. Why? Because we've associated being in a relationship with being healthy. We've associated being in a relationship with being normal, with being validated, with being loved, with being accepted. And so God is saying is that it's that time of the year. Remind the people, those that aren't in a relationship, they're okay. They're okay. They're right where they're supposed to be. They're taking a test. And so often, so many of us, man, I talk to people all the time. It's like, man, it seems like every time around the holidays, my relationship, I break up or somebody break up with me right before the holidays, right before my birthday, and I'm always alone. And then, okay, cool. Learn to enjoy your motherfucking life. Learn to take yourself out. I've taken myself out so long, and then I've just taken me and my kids. And it's like, okay, you haven't learned the fucking lesson. Don't get mad at other people because they break up with you around the holidays. Sit your ass down and learn the fucking lesson. What is it that God is trying to teach you? What is it that universe source is trying to teach you? You've gone through being alone by the holidays, during the holidays. Nobody to give you a gift. Nobody for you to give a gift to. Or you give people gifts, but ain't nobody giving you shit back. Okay, cool. I get that. Been there, done that. What is the lesson? What is it you're supposed to learn about yourself? And so many of us, we've concluded that we're not lovable. So many of us, we're concluded that nobody gives a fuck about us. We've concluded nobody values us. Nobody appreciates our effort. Nobody appreciates who we are. They just accept me because I'm always giving them something. They just accept me because I'm Johnny on the spot for them. They just accept me because whenever they're in need, I'm right there to bail them out and all this other stupid ass shit. And it is what it is. You may be all those things to all those people. And they may not do shit for you. They may not check in on you. They may never call you. They may never text you to see how you doing until they need something. Get that. Been there, done that. What's the lesson? What's the lesson? Why are you always Johnny on the spot for them? Why are you always helping them when they're in need? And I'm not saying stop helping people. Nah, we need to help people. But don't be used by people. Stop being used by people. There's a difference. Understand other people are catching hell. You may be the help that they need to keep them alive at that moment or to keep them from going ape shit crazy and killing motherfuckers. There's a lot of that shit happens now to this time frame too. It's not your role to save somebody. It's not your role to do any of that stuff, to be somebody's savior. But if the universe puts you in somebody's path to be a beacon of hope, then be that. It's damn near impossible to be a beacon of hope for somebody else when you're all caught up in your feelings and feeling like nobody loves you, nobody cares about you, and you're just going down this fucking rabbit hole of life ain't shit. You ain't shit. Other people ain't shit. Understand, everything is a frequency, everything is energy. You guys hear me talk about this all the time. Everything is energy. Learn how to raise your energy. Learn how to raise your vibration. And you learn how to control your vibrations by these times of being alone. It's in the time of being isolated that I've had to learn, okay, damn. It's me. And what I mean is me. I remember, and I've shared the story before, when I was a single parent, I would put my older two kids to bed, and I had a big card table. And I would sit there and I'd do jigsaw puzzles. I made a box of wine, turn on some jazz, in my own little world. And I'm putting the jigsaw puzzles together. And as I'm putting the jigsaw puzzles together, that was teaching me so much about life. Stay with me. I know that's boring and corny and lame to all you woke ass motherfuckers, but that taught me so much about life. That taught me how to just slow the fuck down. That taught me that, man, you know what? Ooh, relax. That taught me patience. That taught me, man, you could do whatever you put your mind to, one piece at a time. You can accomplish any goal you set out to, one step at a time. It taught me stop being so judgmental. Everything always works out. Everything always comes together. Everything's important. What I mean, everything's important. Everything added up. You take each one of the pieces of the puzzle. And by itself, it doesn't look like shit. But when you start putting the pieces together, you're able to see the picture more clearly. Every piece seems insignificant by itself, but it's not until it's put together that you see its value. You see what, man, this piece is different from this piece. But when I put them all together, man, it forms this beautiful picture. I need every one of these pieces to form the picture. Without every single piece there, the puzzle is not complete. Same in life. But so many of us, we're so busy. We're so stuck in our feelings and our emotions, we can't slow the fuck down. We can't relax. And we get caught up in our emotions and our feelings and our fears and insecurities. And we spiral out of control. And we feel like nobody cares about us. Nobody loves us. I was a single parent struggling financially. Doing everything on my own. Everything. And what God had to show me was, Elijah, don't be in such a fucking rush to be in a relationship that you keep settling for shit that I didn't want you to have. Elijah, tell them, so many of you, so you're so fucking desperate to be with somebody. Anybody. Why? Because you're seeking fucking validation. You're wanting and needing to feel like you're okay. Here's the trick. You have to feel like that first. You have to make yourself feel like that. You have to make yourself understand that and know that. Some people are alone because I'm not going through the bullshit no more. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of jumping in relationships and then being treated like shit in the relationship and dog the fuck out. I'd rather be alone. Why? I'm okay being alone. I understand my worth now. I value my peace now. I value the silence. I value the fact that I could come home and it's going to be clean and I don't have to walk on eggshells and I don't have to deal with somebody's sloppy, dirty habits. I don't have to fucking listen to the fucking TV blaring all the fucking time because you're afraid of being in silence. So you always got to have some fucking noise on. I value coming home and not having to hear your raggedy ass fucking conversation on the phone. Of you talking about stupid shit. Tearing other people down. I value that I can eat what the fuck I want to eat when I want to. How I want to. Without you critiquing or somebody else critiquing it or criticizing me for doing what I do. I value the fact that I can make this place look like me and it represent me. And it become my sanctuary, my escape, my paradise. It may not be shit to you, but it's everything to me. Slow down. Learn the lesson. Every one of us is going through some type of test, or we just came out of a test. Or you getting ready to go into a test. Slow down. Enjoy the moment. Live in the moment. Embrace the moment. Understand that, man, this is going to be beneficial. It may hurt, but it's going to help me. It's supposed to help me. Regardless of how bad it feels, it's supposed to help me. It's intended to help me. It's intended to help me grow up. It's intended to help me learn something about me. And just like I'm going through my test, just like I'm going through my obstacles and things that I got to go through, other people are doing the same thing in life. Other people are catching hell too. Other people are struggling too. Other people are having a hard time too. So I'm not going to be so quick to be so judgmental. I'm not going to be so quick to like, oh, this motherfucker again. Because they're struggling too. Because they're afraid to. Because they're feeling lonely too. Because they're feeling frustrated too. Man, we have to grow up. We have to understand that, man, life is about you, but it ain't about you. It's about you and your growth and development and how you interact with others as they grow and develop too, as they go through what they got to grow through, just like you have. Man, don't be so self-righteous to look down on other people because they don't do it the way you do it. Because they celebrate the holidays and you don't. Because they react to pain and suffering and fears and insecurities and doubts and worry and all these other things. They react to their feelings and emotions different from how you do. Man, understand them. Take the time to get to know them. And if you don't want to get to know them, okay, don't. But don't judge them. Don't dog them out. Don't make their struggle harder. Don't make life harder for somebody else. I hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, even challenge your way of thinking. Happy healing. I love you.